In the busy city of Lagos, Ada was a beautiful young woman with a promising future. At just 27, she was the mother of 2 adorable children. Her husband, Tunde, was well respected in the neighborhood, a man with a charm and a smile that could deceive even the most discerning eyes. Ada was a stunning young woman with dreams as big as the city she lived in, but her bright future dimmed under the shadow of her husband's cruelty. Tunde was charming, a perfect husband in public, but behind closed doors his temper was a storm. The slightest mistake, burnt food, a misplaced item, or even a harmless question would unleash his rage. He dragged her by her hair, leaving bruises on her skin and scars on her soul. Ada told no one, not even her family. She convinced herself she had to stay for her children's sake. A neighbor often heard her scream and cry. They begged her to leave. Ada, leave this man before you die in that house. But Ada shook her head. She was scared. How could she raise 2 children on her own? What would people say? So, she lived in silence, burying her pains under the layers of excuses, believing she had no choice. Tunde's infidelity was an open secret. He paraded other women shamelessly, and when Ada dared to question him, the beatings would follow. Her silence became a shield, but even that didn't stop the abuse. One early morning, before the sun rose over Lagos, a loud crash shook the walls of their small apartment. Tunde's angry voice echoed through the building. Other neighbors listened helplessly as her scream pierced the quiet dawn. This time, Tunde was more brutal than ever. He slammed her against the wall, hitting her head with such force that she slumped to the ground. The neighbors, fearing the worst, rushed to the door. They banged and shouted, but Tunde refused to open. Desperate, one of them called Ada's family. When her parents and siblings arrived, they found Ada barely conscious, her body limp and lifeless. Blood trickled down her face, staining the floor. Tunde stood in a corner frozen, as the weight of what he had done dawned on him. Ada's family carried her to the car, racing against time to save her. But Lagos traffic was merciless. Ada's breathing grew weaker with each passing second. Her mother held her hand, whispering, "Stay with us, oh, Ada. Do not leave your children." But it was late. Before they could reach the hospital, Ada took her last breath. When the news spread, the entire neighborhood was filled with rage and grief. Tunde was arrested, but no punishment could undo the tragedy. Ada's children, too young to understand the full horror, cried for their mother, unaware that she was never coming back. Ada's death shook everyone to their core. Her silence, her fear, her unwillingness to speak out. It had cost her everything. Her story became a warning to others. Staying silent in the face of abuse is a risk too great to take. No love, no fear, no excuse is worth the price of your life. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to this channel for more amazing stories. Do not forget to like, comment and share. Thank you.